And there we are. We're live.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't show like on my side.
Okay. Well, we're live.
Okay.
So, and somebody's watching. So this week, our live stream is going to be about our trip this past weekend to Give Kids the World for
Yes.
the Night of a Million Lights.
Mhm.
So it was amazing.
It really was. Absolutely amazing.
Some have said life changing.
Yes.
Our friend Tori.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So we'll give a little bit for some more people to come on, and then we'll get started.
Yes, we will.
So our backgrounds are a couple of pictures
Yes.
from the event. That's the entrance behind me. Hey, Uli. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
So first of all, like I kind of knew about Give Kids the World. I hadn't been there yet.
Because Veronica and I were there for the media event.
Right.
Right.
So I had not been there to see it up close and personal. It's a lot. It's not what I thought. Like I thought when I heard villas that we were talking about, like kind of timeshare. Okay, like kind of timeshare condo kind of thing, and it wasn't. It was like full on houses.
Yes, full on houses.
Yeah. I think we're working on that, Uli. I guess it's for some reason her computer's not loving her internet connection tonight.
Yes, I'm trying to change it.
Yeah.
I switched to my
to your hotspot.
Right, and that's when I stopped seeing the broadcast.
Okay. Well, you're back. So, Auntie Judy's here.
Oh, cool.
Hey, hey.
Okay.
Karen is resolved. Ooh, that sounds so fancy.
It does sound fancy.
Technologically savvy.
Oh, and Judy could see me too.
Yeah.
So, hello, Auntie Judy. Hello, Tony Ann.
Hello, Tony Ann. So, Karen, the first bunch of pictures are yours. So why don't you?
I will do those. Okay.
Walk us through.
I will.
So this was anyway. Sorry, before we do that, what I was saying. So it's like full on houses. It is not like what I thought at all that it was. And like it was walking through a neighborhood that just happened to be ridiculously lit up, like
thanks to the Osborne lights.
Yeah, and actually, I think we're going to do this in a little bit of a different order than what I just said, because so we got there, we our little group, there were what did we have? Let's see, there were 6, 7, 8.
There's probably
12. And 5, so 13.
Yeah,
including Tori and her family, the Corbetts. Tony Ann and Michael, yes. And Nicolette, right? Dave and Veronica, and then the two of us. So, I think there were 13 of us.
Yes.
So, and I have a picture of that somewhere.
Yeah, it's down under group. I have one group photo.
Yeah, but I had a picture on the bus.
Oh, sorry.
I just can't find it because all the pictures are so small on the side of the screen.
I know. So the way when you get there, there's a separate parking lot. So you don't actually park at Give Kids the World Village.
No, I think it was about a mile and a half away.
Yeah, it was pretty far because it's about a mile from 192 to the village. So it may have been farther than that. So they have you park in a separate parking lot, and they have the time slots are from 5 to 7, 6 to 8.
That was it.
No, there was an 8 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's an 8 to 10 as well. So they have you come during that time slot, and then they load you on Mears buses, basically Mears or Disney cruise buses. Oh, nice.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. And then they take you to the entrance. Basically, it's the handicap entrance of Give Kids the World Village, which is where the entrance of the Night of the Million Lights was. And that's also where the bus picked you up to take you back.
Right.
Which was very, I mean, they had it very organized. It was amazing the way considering it was really the first real night, because the night before was the opening night, but it was kind of a media event night.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
So this was the first open to public and tickets night. So very organized considering it was only their second year doing it.
Yeah, Judy, we didn't go obviously in the houses.
Right.
But it was a really nice neighborhood. This was it was no joke.
Yeah, because even when we went on the train,
through all the
houses, and then they do have ones that are like condos too,
right,
for the smaller families,
right.
They have those as well. So just the way, even just getting there, they had signs for parking. It was very organized. They had very organized parking structure, the way they were, lining everybody up, and it was impressive.
Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, they all had the yellow and glow in the dark vest, but then they had the lights on the vests, and they all had like air traffic controllers with the little light up things. Come this way. It's like, wow, this is really impressive. It was very professional.
Yeah, they were no joke.
Yeah.
So we got off the bus when we finally got there, and this was basically the first thing. Here's your entrance.
Did you put up the picture of the bus, of us on the bus?
No, I can't see it. We'll get to it eventually.
Okay.
So
I'm again having issues.
And I may have forgotten to bring it over, but anyway. So we went right inside, and you get through that gate. Well, there we are on the bus.
And you see Karen has the full-on Mickey ears, Christmas Mickey ears.
Yeah, there were a billion people there wearing Mickey Christmas ears.
Yes.
It was
and Mickey Christmas shirt and Disney Christmas shirts.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you first walk in, they have this huge archway, just full of the lights. So I guess now we can start with mine, right?
Okay, sure.
Well, unless you want to do it differently.
Well, no, you can put your pictures up.
Okay. So this is basically right when you get off the bus. This is the entrance in. It's, works off of music and everything else. So it's all lit up. And this was just a little bit. I keep freezing, apparently.
Yeah, because I just showed 4 pictures of that archway.
Okay.
So we got through the gate. And within about 5 seconds of us actually getting in there, I'm going to play just a little bit of the. I put it on Facebook, but I'm going to play a little bit of this because it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm all over this. So there had to be 50 houses in that circle, all doing those lights. it was so insane.
Yes. And that was the same, those lights are obviously from Disney from when they did the Osborne lights. So their music syncing up was the same that they had from there, because that's actually how they played it when it was the Osborne lights back when it was still MGM.
Oh yeah, I guess it was.
Yes. So that was pretty much the same. All the interaction with all of the different lights and the different buildings and the sequencing of the music was insane. So it was set up the same way. Anybody who had been to them knows how that played, and it was amazing to watch. So watching that entire circle of homes playing that same thing just really just kind of made your heart just so full seeing that.
Yeah, it was like, you see the YouTube videos of guys that do that at their own house, but this was 50 of them. Like, I mean, it had to be 50,
Yes.
like all in sync. It was
Right.
just all of us were just like, what? Tony Ann, that picture's on its way to you right now. So before we forget.
Yes. And Uli actually had a question here.
Yeah, there definitely were families there. We saw, as you go around, they've got a sign, like, an address sign, and it says welcome home and a little slide-in thing. And there were definitely names on some of the signs.
Right. And that was on where the train was, but then
yes.
But then the other houses, they move them, especially the ones that need more privacy, they move them up to the front, which is the quiet area, which are the houses that aren't decorated.
Right.
So I think they asked the families, because one of the ladies, when we were waiting for the train, people were asking as far as, well, are people staying in these houses? So they did ask the families if they wanted to be involved. If not, they moved them up to the quiet area.
Gotcha.
So, which I thought was very cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Then let's see here. I actually took a panoramic. So it's a pretty big picture, but as you could see, the number of houses around there, considering it was the panoramic, and that's all around the lake. And then also around the lake on the sidewalk, they had stars, which children who have been there painted a star, and they actually had their name on it.
Yeah, I think it said like Wish Kid, whatever their name was.
So about every 10 feet they have that.
Yeah, and you could see a couple of them kind of right of center on the screen there.
Yes. So then I believe that that Scott and Angie and I and Veronica lost you guys.
Shockingly, we lost Karen and Veronica.
So, but while we were there, then they did a military one for all the houses, and they put the spotlights all the way up in the sky like this. So Scott and I both, while the military songs were going on, it was all of the military songs, we actually took this really cool picture of all the spotlights in the sky.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah. Considering I was trying to hold my popcorn and take the picture. And shocking, Karen bought a popcorn bucket.
Yeah, but it was the Casey Jr. popcorn bucket, so that was cool.
Yes. Somebody may have donated that. Speaking of which, this is the one. This is the one that donated it.
I'm not sure you picked the right picture.
I did. I'm delaying.
Oh.
I can't stay connected.
Okay. Well, there's the house. It's Disney had a house.
Universal had a house.
Universal had a house. SeaWorld had a house. We saw. There's Universal.
Yeah.
Minions everywhere. There's actually more.
Yeah, they had like an archway for a photo shop.
Yeah.
Photo spot. Here's the Disney house. So it has Small World, things like that.
Right.
Right. Enterprise had two. Sorry, Enterprise had two.
Yeah. There's SeaWorld.
With the big tail.
Yeah, it's funny.
What?
Well, because they don't do the whale shows anymore, right?
But it's still
I do.
It's still a symbol of SeaWorld.
I know.
And then Enterprise, which I really like this one just because it actually looks like a road, but it's just lights. I don't know why. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
I'm easily humored, apparently.
And then they had this one. This one, a lot of people got photos at the Hasbro house. So, Mr. Potato Head, Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael got his picture taken, and the thing he got his picture taken with is actually behind the guy in your photo, but we'll get to it in a little bit. But I don't know what that character was, so Tony Ann's going to have to tell us.
Yes.
Oops. Margaritaville
mm-hmm.
had their very festive Margaritaville.
Yes, and actually Scott and Angie liked the way they did the chairs and the palm trees in the yard. Instead of having a Christmas tree, they're actually wanting to do palm trees like that.
Yeah.
Which was actually pretty cool.
The Margaritaville place is pretty nifty.
Yeah, it was very cool. And I liked this one just because I liked the tree. Did I click it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you guys went. We actually missed one area because we went straight and you guys turned, and so we didn't see some of these.
Yeah.
I don't think, unless that's the Legoland house.
No, the Legoland house was on the left.
Okay.
Because that was before the water thing.
Right.
And then there was the tree.
The tree trail. So the tree trail we actually did. Well, we skipped ahead, but we'll do the tree trail anyway.
Yes. So when you walk in there, it is so bright.
There were a million trees, and they were all sponsored by
somebody.
Anybody from what we saw, Kenny the Pirate to
Chick-fil-A and a couple trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big and small. We got to find out what a tree cost.
Yes. Well, I tried looking it up, and this particular one.
There's a better picture that you've seen on Facebook the last couple days.
This was the professional-looking photo.
Yeah, this was before.
This was not the one Dave took. The one Dave took. Scott and Tony Ann are dying laughing.
But I don't think you know why. I don't know what got Tony Ann laughing, but all of a sudden she goes, I can't stop laughing. It's like there's poo on the grass. And that's when we both lost it.
And that's where the photo from that Dave posted. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a My Little Pony.
Okay.
Mike's a brony.
What's a brony?
That's the guys that like My Little Pony.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but Uli, yes, I love the tree trail, but it was just from being on the road and then turning in and seeing these really bright lights. It was it took some adjusting to get to it because it
did
so bright.
Yeah, it did.
I was like, wow, I think I'm going to be blind.
Actually, you know what? The pictures look brighter than it really was.
I think the first section, I think they had different.
Uli, I wore that Saturday.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that we had only packed one Christmas shirt. So I wore it Saturday when we went and looked at toured some resorts.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got rained on and stuff, and I just needed to change shirts before we went out.
I should have thought ahead and brought an additional shirt.
Yeah. But I did wear it all day on Saturday.
Yes, up until we changed to go to this.
Yeah.
So he did look very nice in his shirt.
And
I wore mine all day.
Oh, that's the group photo when we were leaving of everybody.
Yes, that we had one of the volunteers take of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a lot more pictures and video.
Yes. Yeah. In the back, I got a lot.
Yeah.
like I said, we went straight when they turned. So
Now I would like to show Angie's.
okay, you want to do that now?
Yes.
So Angie Corbett made a really cool TikTok video,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's only like 20 seconds. So
Yes.
let's play that. But it's a pretty good summary of the night right here.
You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
I guess that was it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really.
Yeah, it was quick.
Mm-hmm. And then over by the train, which I'm calling it a train.
It was a tram.
I know, but it was a train.
We were trying to hold that in surprise. But
yes, it was a train. There was a very cool digital tree.
Oh yeah, I didn't take a video of that.
I know I actually loaded that video.
Okay, so here's that.
My husband needs to be videoing.
I got it. So cool.
Okay. So yeah, that tree, and it had a lot, but we were trying to get on a tram. So we were so excited. It was the most exciting part of the night. We got to ride a tram.
But the coolest part about, well, other than being on a tram, was that it actually had the ramp that came down that Charlie could go up on in his chair.
Yeah, so that's perfect timing for that
because
Judy just asked, but I have the ability to go there with my scooter. So yeah, one of the trams actually had a ramp that came down in the back. We wheeled Charlie's chair right up onto it. They wheeled Charlie's chair right up onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it, it's going around a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So the tram ride was about 10 or 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And Jody Benson.
I kind of said it half joking, but I think if there's any place in the world that's going to be ADA compliant, it's probably that place.
Yeah.
So they definitely had the setup working. Yeah, Jody Benson narrated it.
Mm-hmm. And there was a couple of kids that have been at Give Kids the World. Added their
told what they liked about it.
Right.
How cool it was for them.
Yeah, and even all around, and that's when it toured the neighborhood, all the Lowe's houses were decorated. Now those houses didn't do the music.
Right.
They just were decorated.
Right.
So
like I said, so we went a little bit different route. There's the arch again. Little different view of the Hasbro house with the rainbow dash.
Sure.
There.
Sure.
So they're very cool. I mean, they're,
I just didn't know who it was.
Light up. I don't know who the pig is either.
I'm sure he's somebody.
But I think the Transformer is Optimus Prime, but I could be wrong about that too.
Yeah.
There again is the Minion house for.
Apparently Mike sees you.
Oh, Mike. This we took, even though it wasn't lit up and it has nothing to do with Christmas, but they actually paint the fire hydrant to look like Harry Potter.
Which was very cool.
Oh, yeah. We thought that was like one of the coolest things. Judy, I'll go with that. Could be Peppa Pig.
Yeah. Yes, it was an absolutely amazing night.
Obviously it's a fundraiser. I have no idea what we even paid for tickets. It was worth it, though.
We paid $35.
Okay. It was totally worth it.
I think the most expensive nights are $40, which are holiday nights.
Right.
But it was an amazing. I mean, I loved it. I'd pay to go back.
Yeah. I think I might have taken this picture on accident.
I think
now that I look at it, because it's supposed to be the Lego house.
Yeah.
It is the Lego house, but I'm not sure exactly why I took that picture.
I think you may have moved your hand.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So more Minions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lego house. There we go. There's the Lego snowman. You saw that in Angie's
Mhm.
video, but
And they-
super cool.
And they do have a house where you can meet Santa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
It
did.
was a pretty long line, but it was a house to meet Santa.
Right.
And then they also had snacks throughout. They had the game. What was that game?
Yeah, the water, shoot the guns at the target and the
Yeah.
horses race.
But they were giving out real prizes.
Yeah, so you could pay to play for a prize,
Mm-hmm.
or you could just sit down and
Play.
play it.
Yeah.
So,
Tony and no,
yes, we did.
okay. I didn't take pictures because I thought it was a little creepy for the Christmas thing.
And that is why Dave and I took pictures
Okay.
of the Ripley's house, because it was creepy.
It was creepy, and I understand because Ripley's has a big presence in Orlando. I just thought it was really creepy.
Yeah. No, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. I wish it wouldn't do that. There's American Airlines, so they had the big inflatable plane.
Mhm.
Those are supposed to be a cloud.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird looking
It
deal,
is kind
but
of a weird looking cloud.
but they had the runway like
Mhm.
lit up there.
And then they have like the tail.
Here's some Ripley's. He was like a sword swallower, and he was swallowing the lights.
Oh, okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
funny. We kind of passed by it because both Angie and I thought it was just a little.
Oh no, Dave and I were fascinated by it. This is the the woman with the longest neck or whatever.
So, and if so you can go ahead and finish that.
This is
the
just.
guy that can
Oh yeah,
put
we gotta get that comment off though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because there were just all these I guess mannequins or whatever, probably from the museum.
Yeah.
There was some interesting stuff there.
I mean, I understand Ripley wants to have a house because I understand that, but didn't that kind of creep people out?
Do you know how many people go to that Ripley museum?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
a lot of people go.
I believe you.
So, I mean, you can tell that's the one I took the most pictures of was the Ripley house. It was delightfully creepy.
Okay.
This was a point of contention because all of these professional golfers are wearing onesies that I'm not allowed to get.
But you realize that isn't actually pictures of them.
It doesn't matter.
Of their heads.
Doesn't matter.
On bodies.
As far as I can tell, Mrs. Doubtfire is wearing, Colin Montgomery is wearing a onesie. And so that house was sponsored by the PGA Tour. That was right by the tram stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were all stars.
We were stars.
And you know what? We took a video of the train. We didn't take a picture of it.
Oh, I guess we didn't.
We didn't. Oh, this was the location of our Christmas tree picture. We were fangirling for the tree there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We really didn't get a picture of the tree.
No, but I do have a video, so
Okay.
I will load that if you want to.
Yes. So if people still want to go to it, it's going on through January 2nd. I think they have it up to. So tickets they're starting to sell out. So I believe on Saturday in December, Saturday nights are actually selling out faster, obviously because it's a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
But other than holiday nights, like Thanksgiving, right around Christmas, it's $35 for adults. I believe it's $20 for kids. If you could probably if you don't have your own vehicle, you could probably get an Uber there. or
Yeah, I would
Lyft.
think.
Um,
And it's not far from the park at all.
no.
We were, so our hotel was 12 minutes from Hollywood Studios.
Hmm.
And this place was no more than 10 minutes from our hotel.
Right.
So, yeah, it wouldn't be a horribly expensive
Right.
Uber ride.
Right. And all of the money from the ticket, other than the small little processing fee or whatever, processing fee goes to give kids the roll. It's 100% other than it was like $1 something processing fee.
Right.
So I wouldn't mind going and seeing it again.
Yeah,
even
no,
this
for
year.
sure. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. And we're going
Right,
to be there
and-
next weekend.
I'm sorry.
We're going to be there next weekend.
Yeah, we're kind of busy next weekend.
Well, we are. We have a Christmas party to go to, I guess.
Yes, we do. That you know. That is apparently now sold out. Dan, it really okay. What they say on there, they ask how much time it takes to go through, is they give you a 2-hour window. They kind of ask that you try to stay within that 2-hour window, but we didn't get there until 6, and we were out of there by 7:30ish. 8 o'clock? I don't know. I lost track of time.
Oh, it was, I believe, about 8:30 when we left.
Okay, right.
I
So
think,
they-
or I think we got to the restaurant at 8:30.
Right. So they don't kick you out, but they just ask that you stay within the 2-hour window. But if you want to take more time, I don't think they're not going to kick you out. So they kind of just, it's the honor system of how long it takes. But you can take as little as much time as you want to go through it. But just to see everything and appreciate it all. I mean, like I said, I want to go back because I feel like I missed stuff.
Yeah, and Dan, I think especially with the kids,
Mhm.
you're going to be on the longer side.
Yeah.
You know, than we are.
Yeah.
So, because there was stuff to do. You know,
Yeah.
like we said, there was see Santa, and you know, there were some things that we didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe, but
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, very true, Tony. I mean, especially Santa, that's going to take you at least half hour, 45 minutes, probably.
yeah. And you guys aren't going to believe this, but even the video I have of the tram is from the inside of the tram. I was just so excited about having a tram.
It's a tram that looks like a train, though. It actually had a
Well,
train.
yeah, the front
exterior.
thing, but it was
Yeah.
it was a tram.
Yes, and they actually fit more people than I thought fit on it. Because when we were standing in line, because you guys were ahead of us, we didn't think they were going to get to us to be able to get on that tram.
Oh yeah, they held a lot of people.
Yeah.
We had to wait for the wheelchair accessible
Right.
one. So it looked.
It was.
I mean, it took 2 trams took that whole queue line.
Right.
So, and then some. So yeah.
And so they have. I think they have 2 running at a time.
They did, right? Remember,
Yeah.
we kind of got held up
Right.
when we finished. Ours was running a little, I think maybe a little faster than the other
Right.
one was running.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something. And man, these guys do good work. And I know we've talked a lot about it
Mhm.
for the last 6 months or so with the calendar and the tumblers and
Right.
all the rest. But just they're a super organization and they're doing God's work. So
Yeah. So Dan, if you're interested in it, we'll put the link in the.
yeah, so we'll put a link to their
to the
website,
to the tickets for this.
right? And they also had a
Donate option.
a link that the link to the Night of a Million Lights is buys tickets, make donations,
Mhm.
all of that.
Right.
They're always looking for volunteers. What they were talking about is basically you go online, fill out an application. They do a background check because it's kids.
Right.
But they're always looking for help. So,
Yes.
you know, somebody wants to go wave cars in the parking lot for this thing, they probably could use you.
Yeah.
So, man, there were a lot of cars in that parking lot.
Yes, they were, but they were. I mean, like I said, I mean, it was organized.
Yeah, and we were very fortunate because we were in the front row in our
Yes.
section. It was, yeah, boom. When we got to the car, we were gone.
Yeah.
So it was super cool.
Yeah. So, like some of the areas I still wanted to go and walk through, and we didn't get to. Like, for example, the picture that's behind me, which is the big,
Yeah.
area. There's areas I really wanted to go walk through, and we were just kind of running out of time.
Right.
That's why I kind of want to go back and walk through and appreciate it more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Parking's free.
yes.
Dan, it was just the price of admission. So like I said, we got over there. They put us on a Mears bus, one of the coaches. So we didn't have to stand up.
Yes.
Everybody had a seat.
Right.
Some of our seats were less good than others.
Yes.
But you guys probably figured out we're kind of back of the bus people.
Yeah.
And
That's what we did.
the back couple rows of seats were like not great, but
Yeah, like our seats, they were at a 45-degree angle. The backs were at a 45-degree angle.
So and Scott and Angie's, I think, were like a second from falling apart. But
Angie's definitely.
Yeah.
Scott's knees look like they were up in his face. So, Judy, I believe you would park there.
Yeah. I know Tori and her family parked, right by the front gate.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it would be the same thing for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan, it was quick. There were, I think, 2 buses waiting.
Yeah.
When we got out of the car. So we got on, as soon as we walked up, we got loaded up. And then same thing coming back, we may have had to wait 5 minutes or so.
But that was because we were waiting for a bus to drop people off.
Right.
Yeah. And I will
and
say,
then 2 pulled in.
Yeah. But I think that we got there, we were in the 5 to 7 time frame, but we didn't get there till 6. So if you're going to do it, you may want to do the earlier one, especially with the little ones, which might help.
Yeah.
Get you on faster.
Yeah. So Judy, a little clarification. So I don't have a handicap pass, but we took a scooter over.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have it there on Saturday, but I did have the carrier on the back of the car. And when I came in, they kept like, do you have the scooter? I'm like, no, it's not here. And they were trying to direct me somewhere else to park. I'm not sure that it was all the way up front. I don't know that the buses, they weren't kneeling buses. No. So I think probably they have you go right up there. I know there were a couple, Tori and a couple other cars that were parked literally right by the gate.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the handicap parking lot. And it's paved. We were parked on a grass lot.
Yeah.
So, probably not the most scooter friendly.
Right.
Yeah, that was really cool, huh?
Yeah.
They just strapped them all in underneath.
Yeah. So that way you can bring the strollers for the kids.
Yeah.
They didn't even fold them down. They just pushed them right in. Yeah.
Hey, Dan Ginger's here.
Hello, Dan. Hopefully you enjoyed Dollywood.
Yeah, right.
So, that's pretty much it, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, we left there and we had 5-star dining at Applebee's right by our hotel.
I don't know if you call it 5-star, maybe 4-star.
I'm not gonna lie, those pretzels are pretty good.
Yeah.
And the margaritas were really good.
Yeah.
So, and I totally forgot this earlier, but we'll. Oh, I have to edit that. Yeah. There.
Nope.
610 days, no hoop-de-doo. See, you know what you're getting at Applebee's. There's a lot to be said for that.
Now,
so Dan, I had in answer to that question. I don't know. I was feeling the holiday spirit, so I had strawberry margaritas because they were red.
I had the blue one, and then they ran out of the
So,
blue stuff.
Yeah, you had the
I
don't know.
even know.
The blue something made with rocks, tequila or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I may have had Karen water earlier. I don't know.
I mean, you didn't complain about it, so it must have been good.
No, it tasted fine. I just don't know what it was called. All I know it was blue, and then he said we don't have any more of the blue for my second one. So
yeah, they ran out of something after one drink.
Yeah.
So maybe you were the only person that's ever ordered it. I don't know.
I heard him say they didn't have enough of the blue. So.
Yeah, it was a weird experience in that restaurant. We'll save it for another day, but it was a weird experience. Actually, we got a few minutes. I don't know. Like there was a table next to us that all ordered meals and had a lot of drinks on the table, and the food came out. We turned around and they were gone.
Yeah,
didn't touch the food. They just like dine and dashed or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know. And then
it was very bizarre.
And possibly our server, it may have been his first day. We're not sure.
Yeah, he was okay. He was okay.
All right. Well,
the order was correct. The details were a little sketchy.
Yeah. Well, he did seem to forget some things, though.
Yeah.
Like utensils.
Right. But I mean, at least the food, we got the right food and made the right way. So that was good.
Yes.
So yeah. I can't say enough how just awesome the whole thing was. And it was such a great weekend.
I know. And everybody there was so nice. And like when we went to buy, merchandise, because again, it all supports them. You got the hat and socks, and everybody there were volunteers that were all.
Yeah, and they had some really cool Christmas cards. Mm-hmm. They had
the socks,
Alex and Annie bracelets. I mean, they weren't like,
they're not the metal ones,
right?
Like
but they had the charms are metal, and they're the Alex and Annie charms.
$4,
$3.99
a piece, and I'm like,
yeah. So
why not get those and just give them to people?
I know some kids getting those for Christmas.
Yeah. Which I realized I only bought 2, so I have to buy a 3rd.
Yeah. I thought about that later.
I know. So now that's why I'm going to go back.
Yeah. So they had a couple of little booths. They actually had like all kinds of food. Back in the one corner, they had man, we should have gone and looked at it. They had like a fried chicken sandwich, which I bet was Chick-fil-A, and I blew that. And I
was it
that.
Chick-fil-A?
I don't know. It was a chicken sandwich, and Chick-fil-A had signs all over that place.
Cause...
If it was Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna be really upset I didn't get one of those.
Well, let's just go back.
Yeah.
Yes, the charms are silver.
Like actual silver or just silver color?
I don't know. They're in my little gift area. If you want, I'll go look.
No, it's not that big. Plus, Veronica's all over it. She knows.
I know. Because she bought some.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're perfect.
Yeah.
Oh. How about that? So they're actually silver. Wow.
Oh wow.
I guess we should have looked at them a little closer.
I guess we should have. So for that price, it's a great deal. Oh.
I didn't realize that that's who they were. I just saw the blue. Yes. That'll be worth a listen right there. But, and I'll tell you this, I hope he said it, because we did something on, I'm just going to say this. We did something on Sunday, and then Dave Youngward made a comment that nobody ever thought they would hear Dave say. And we'll leave it at that, but it could be mind-blowing for the crushers out there.
Yes.
And we were there to experience it live. So
we were. And Michael picking who he wants to ride on Remy with.
That was funny too. Yeah, we had a good time.
We did have a very good weekend.
Great weekend.
Yeah, and this was very much
it's the kick off the Christmas season.
Yes, it was.
So
and I was full Christmas.
Yeah. Our podcast is out. I actually got it done before we got
before.
started. And not just before, but
Well, shortly before.
yeah. Earlier than I have some other times. So
Yes.
it was not bad.
Yes.
So ours is out. We talked about stole Veronica's idea recommendation, and
Yes.
so we talked about why you should buy DVC.
Yeah.
So that's what ours is this week.
Yeah.
And it is available now wherever you find podcasts.
Wow, you went full radio voice there, babe.
I did. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this week. Dave and Tony Ann, Disney Crush, will be here next week.
Yes.
And then we'll be back in a couple of weeks with a yet to be determined topic.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, not a clue.
Not a clue.
So, oh, yes, we do. It's probably going to be whatever they currently are calling Mickey's Not So Scary Merry Christmas Party or whatever
It's Mickey's
very
merriest.
Yeah.
Very merriest.
after hours.
After hours
thing.
Christmas.
Yeah, whatever it's called. That's probably what we're going to end up talking about because we're going to be there this coming Friday night.
Yes.
So
and then we'll be seeing Lauren Hawkins on Saturday.
we are. We're going to
And
meet up with
polkas for-
Lauren and Jeff Polka,
Jeff Polka for lunch, and
Yep.
then Lauren for dinner.
and possibly Rick Forbes.
Yes.
He's over there. So
Yes.
we're going to try to work that out.
Yes.
So anyway, we won't be back here. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. They are not doing a live next week, which
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense because it's 2 days before Thanksgiving. And I know
Yes.
you guys have travel.
Yes. So there will not be a show
So,
next week.
yeah.
So then they'll be pushed. They'll do the week after.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we'll download a movie and just play it in the spot for an hour. I'm just kidding.
Actually, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
Catch the Disney Crush podcast probably tomorrow. And then we will see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I thank you.